Hello everyone, and welcome to 2019 F2 cars. So Codemasters have just this week then released an update for F1 29, introducing the whole 2019 field into the F1 game, which is great to see. They promised it when they launched this game, but I was starting to doubt it, thinking that's a huge update, all the cars, all the drivers, but they have done it, and I'm going to do a video on it, and of course I'm going to use Anton Hubert, because of course he sadly passed away not long ago, and this is the first chance to play him in a game as far as I'm aware. So I thought I'd honour him by making this video about him. So rest in peace, Anton. But anyway then, we are going to use Russia. That is of course this weekend's Grand Prix, and we're starting with the very back of the grid. It's going to take the same format as my little mini series I did that's actually not done too well, disappointingly. So do feel free, if you enjoy this video, to go and watch some other videos. My F2 Micro Championship, which means that we start from the back of the grid in the sprint race, feature race rather, and then do 5 laps, and then we have reverse grid top 8 for the sprint race, and then that's it. And then we see who wins the championship at the end of that. And coming into the first turn, then outbraking absolutely everybody. Didn't necessarily intend to do that, but they broke so early through there that I thought rude not to really. Just have a dive at the inside. We managed to make that stick nicely. Haven't got any damage at all to our front wing. We are on simulation damage. We do need to be very careful going the outside then of Maze Pin, I think that was, and indeed diving up the inside of 2 more cars then. Boschong and Giotto up next. And it's quite good to see the current drivers. Of course, means we have got Mick Schumacher as well, who I believe wasn't in last year's F2. And of course, we have got Anton as well. And all over the back of Giotto then, having a little look. But, we actually dive on the outside. He was broke so early that we think we have a move, and we do make that stick. Up to P11 already. Let's not forget top 8 of the grid from this race. Top 8 results, I should say. Top 8 finishes of this race. I'll get my words out in a second. Get reversed for the next race. So 8th position will start on pole position. So I need to get into at the very least 8th, but it is only half points for the next race. So I need to make sure I get up the grid much further than 8th if I'm in any opportunity of winning the championship. I just dive up the outside of Matsushita then, and getting also down, just about hit my apex nicely and make the move stick up to P10 now then. And just 2 more positions to go in order to get onto that reverse grid pole. But as I said, that is not going to be good enough for us. We need to be moving up further the grid than that. And I should also say you get 4 points for a pole position, but I don't participate in qualifying, so I will not get that one. And you also get 2 points for a fastest lap of the race. So I need to make sure I get fastest lap in both races, get as high up as the grid as I possibly can in this race, and realistically I need to win the next race in order to be with a shot of the title. And we are all over the back of Jordan King now, all a little bit wide there on the grass a little bit, which compromised our exit, but we're still quite close to him. Bit of slipstream. I'm running a slightly lower downforce setup than default, which I think is the same as the AI is running, to be honest with you. I tried the middle default setup, and I was just slower than the AI. So we're going to dive at the inside of Jordan King now, though, braking very, very late. Can we get also down? Yes, hit our brakes nicely, and don't even extend the track on the exit. Nice move there. Managed to make it stick up to P9 then, as we skip ahead to later that lap. We're now right on the back of Sean Galale. And again, all over him here. We don't really want to go up the inside of Hicks. It's not a big braking zone, but we can't turn that opportunity down because we were just so close to him, and that has cost us a bit of time though to Mick Schumacher, who is up next. We now skip ahead to the end of that lap, and the starter next lap, we're all over the back of him, but no, not quite able to dive the inside. A little bit of lock of the inside tyre, but we'll get away with that. Nice exit though. We are all over the back of him here. It's quite cool to see a Schumacher name in a game again. And let's hope he gets to F1 sometime soon. We're all over the back of him, almost touching there. We're going to nicely just slide across the back of him and go up his inside. That was very well judged actually, because it's not easy to judge that with the dirty air as I come across the back of them, but managed to make it stick. End of lap 3 then. We're now on the back of Zoo and up to P7, so we're no longer on the sprint race pole, but as I said, we need to be moving up further really. We get the fastest lap of the race. That's going to be important for the points. As I said, 2 points for a fastest lap of the race. Opening DRS then. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, while we go very close to Zoo here, and we're going to have a look around the outside, I think. Can we make this stick? See if we can outbrake him, which we've managed to do just about. He's still alongside us though. Oh, I think we've got a little tap there. Managed to just extend the track ever so slightly, but we will roll with that then up through the gears and making the move stick up to P6 now. And we've got Delatraz up next then, who is in P5, coming to the end of that lap. This is now the final lap of the race, so I think Delatraz might be the last one, unless we can make a nice clean move on him. Then we've got Jack Aitken up next, so we're going to have the ERS wide open, lots and lots of speed, 320 kilometers an hour. We're going to try and outbrake him, get it also down just about, we think. Hit the apex, run a little bit wide on the exit, but we'll just roll with that. Up to P5 then. It's now all about Jack Aitken, Can we get him? And we are now very close to him. We've got DRS, but so has he. We have to dive up the inside into the next turn. This is going to be our last opportunity to get up to P4 then. Can we outrake him? Yes, we can. Nicely get it also down. Can we? Just about, I think. Oh, just staying on the track there and managed to make the move stick. And that should be it now. I don't think he better come back at us. No, we can't. There isn't many braking zones on this track, really, which is why it's so difficult to overtake. They're all very, very short braking zones and all short, sharp corners as well. Up to P4 then with the fastest lap of the race. I don't think anyone will beat my fastest lap now. So that is going to be a good haul of points for this race, and that will put us in, I think that'll put us in 4th position for next race as well. But as I said, half points for the next race. So it was important for us to get up to somewhere like this, and hopefully we can win this micro championship. And we'll see how we do. But there we go. Anton Hubert then up to P4. We'll certainly take that from the back of the grid. You can see quite a comfortable fastest lap of the race in the end. 1.8 seconds off first, not too far at all. And that will mean that we will start in 4th position for the next race. Let's have a quick look at the championship then before we jump into that. 14 points at the moment, but actually, unfortunately, Latifi there did get pole and the win, which puts him on 29 points. So we need 15 points, which is what you get for a win in this race. 15 points for a win. So we need to get the win and the fastest lap of the race and hope he doesn't score more than 1 point. Easier said than done for sure. That is not going to be an easy challenge, but we are going to go for it. We're going to hope for the best. Actually, we start in P5. I'm not able to work that one out myself, clearly then. On the grid now, 5 lights and they're out and we're away. Then we've got Jack Aitken on our right hand side to get a decent start, which we've done a fairly good start. We seem to get a slightly worse start than the AI on F2, but that was pretty much good enough. We're in our good position still, so we need to try and go around the outside of Jack Aitken if we can, using a bit of slipstream, but it looks like Sergio Setacamera is going to dive at the inside. Yes, he does. Look at the red arrow. He's dived at the inside. Now we're 3 abreast and get squeezed right out wide and just hugely cost me time. I think I would have been able to get Aitken on the outside there if we weren't 3 wide, but fair play to Setacamera there. He saw his opportunity, tried to take it, hasn't worked out. He hasn't gained any positions, but unfortunately we have not gained, which now means we've only got 3 laps, less than 3 laps in fact now, to take 4 drivers in order to get the win, and we need to get the fastest lap on the way to doing it. Now we have got a huge challenge ahead of us right now. Jack Aitken then it is up first. We need to try and push very, very hard, overtake him as soon as possible, but the key thing really is going to be doing it in a sensible place. If we overtake him in a silly place and cost us both a load of time, we're never going to be able to get the cars ahead. We need to overtake Jack very, very cleanly, very quickly, very cleanly, and but also quickly, because we've not got long. So this is a huge challenge. We're going to take a nice lot of curve there, try and get a good exit for me, a little bit of wiggle on the exit. We're nice and close to him now, going to be in his slipstream, but he's in the slipstream with the car ahead. But as we're close, I think we'll get a bit more slipstream, and you see me now closing on him ever so slightly. I think we'll have to go for the move here. We'll try and dive at the inside, I suspect, see if we can outbrake him, which we can indeed. Can we get it also down though? Yes, hit by apex, but he's still on our outside. We have to give him a little bit of room, and he's up the inside for the next turn, then squeeze a little up on the apex, and we managed to make that stick round the outside of Jack Aitken up to P4, but that's created a little gap to Delatraz ahead, which we need to close up as soon as possible in order to get some slipstream, which I think we managed to do nicely. There we go, start of lap 2. We did indeed manage to close them up beautifully. This is halfway through lap 2, sorry. Now all over the back of Delatraz, going to have to dive at the inside. I think I have to do the same move. We're going to try and not let him fight it for as long as Jack Aitken did. We're going to squeeze him much more on the exit and cut him off on the apex next corner. Pretty risky there. He could have hit me. We could have ended up on his spin, but we had to be aggressive. We have now got less than a lap and a half to overtake 2 people, but we are close to Zoo than we were to Delatraz at this time last lap. But we're going to have 1 lap. There's now no more edits to the end of the race. We're going to watch the entire last lap, and we're going to see if I can overtake both drivers and get the fastest lap of the race. I suspect, as we've managed to get quite clean with Delatraz there, this will be the fastest lap of the race. It is indeed half a second up on Mick Schumacher, who was in P1. So hopefully that should secure it, although I'm a little worried about people behind me getting DRS and getting a good lap themselves. But unfortunately, I wanted to get Zoo on this straight. That is not going to happen. I wanted to and Mick to be attacking each other, which they are actually. Mick's gone slightly defensive. Oh, we've run too deep there, though. Too deep into the corner. It pushes us wide and compromised our exit. We still gained a little bit overall, but we did certainly run too deep there. Zoo is all over the back of Mick Schumacher. We need to try and overtake him as soon as possible. We're actually getting a huge amount. We're going to try and double inside. We push us very, very wide, but we've got to make this stick. Locking the inside tyre down to second gear to get it all slowed down. We managed to make that move stick quite clean in the end. And very, very aggressive, though. It had to be done. We're now up to P2. Mick Schumacher's next. We've got less than a lap to overtake him in order to take potentially the title of our micro championship. We also need, I can't remember who it was, someone to only score 1 point or less. We also need the fast lap of the race and the win. We're now pushing so hard to try and catch Mick Schumacher. We've got 1 more DRS zone and realistically 1 more chance to overtake him. I don't think we're going to get much of a chance after the DRS zone. The DRS zone is coming up just after this corner. Then we are going to get DRS. Need a nice clean exit, which we managed to do nicely all over the curb. Going to get some slipstream and some DRS then up through the gears. We're very, very close to him. Going to be pushing over 300 kilometers an hour. And this is better. Gaining on him. We're going to try and go to the inside. Oh, he squeezed us a little bit. Almost hit him there. We're trying to outbrake him, but no, he's outbrakes us hugely. We have to ease off the brakes, take our apex, and run the car right out wide. Then give him absolutely no chance of fighting that on back. And we managed to move up to P1 there. Nice clean move there in the end, but he did brake very, very late. Very aggressive of him. Fair play. But we managed to just about outbrake him and make the move stick. And coming through the final couple of turns, and he's nowhere near us now, we are going to take the win and hopefully the fastest lap of the race, and that will give us a great chance. That will give us an absolutely great chance. I think it might have been Latifi, Nicholas Latifi, maybe I've made that up, that finished first in the last race, so we need him to finish 8th or below, I think, in order to win this championship. So we're looking for a fastest lap of the race and him on 8th or below. But let's have a little moment there. Anton Hubert on the top step of the podium. Actually a very damaged car, as it turns out. And it's quite cool to see him in a game, see him immortalised, if you like, in a game. And I think that is great that he's in this game. So, yeah, rest in peace, Anton. Very, very sad that he is gone, and I'm sure we're very saddened by that. But anyway, we managed to honour him with a win at least, and hopefully the win of the championship. We will have to see in just a second. Do we get the fast lap? We do get the fastest lap. And where is Latifi? Latifi's in 9th. No points for Latifi. And there we go. Confirmation. We did manage to win the title. This micro championship, we did manage to win it by just 2 points there. Not very much at all. We absolutely did need that win and that fastest lap. If we didn't get either of those, we wouldn't have won the title. Simple as that. So really high pressure stuff, but we managed to do it just about. But anyway then, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I thank you for watching. Bye bye.